If you've ever thought, I'll market my business after I finish this one thing, or let me do my email first, or I'll record a video as soon as I have something original to say that hasn't already been said, I get it, because that's exactly what I told myself to. So today I'm sharing the 3 biggest visibility lies that I believed, how they held me back, what finally snapped me out of them, and how you can break these patterns too. Welcome back to the Expert Growth Diaries. I'm Kendra Losee, and this is my behind the scenes journey of finally taking my own advice. Let me be honest with you. Even as an award-winning marketer and visibility strategist, I spent years overachieving behind the scenes, hiding behind my client work, my business, email, and waiting for the right moment to show up while making excuses about why I couldn't do for myself the same work and the same things I tell everyone else to do. This is really embarrassing for me because I'd even talk about these patterns to clients and still was not doing them myself. I was actively helping my clients show up on video, on social media, on content, emails, you name it. I was helping them with it, watching them get results while still telling myself these things. How's that for a reality check? Lie number 1, I'm too busy working on my clients to work on my own business or brand. This was my go-to excuse for years. I would tell myself that client work had to come first every single time. And when I wasn't doing client work, I was learning things that would help my clients in the future. And I told myself that showing up online for my business and myself was something I would work on when things calmed down. But here's the truth. Things never calm down. I remember sitting in my office late one evening, finishing the script and outline for an upcoming client live video interview I was doing for a university client, while my own video efforts were still in the idea phases, a list of ideas gathering digital dust in my Google Drive. The real cost? Let me share what happened in my own business. When I consistently showed up on video and had my regular live video show talking about CBD and cannabis marketing, I attracted serious attention, opportunities, guest blog post, interviewed, all the things. But when I pivoted away from CBD, everything dried up because I stopped showing up and creating conversations consistently. I went back to waiting until everything got perfect. Here's what actually works. Are you ready? Making yourself and your brand a priority. You have to decide it's worth more than anything else you'll spend your time on. And then start taking action. Start by blocking off realistic chunks of time for visibility work and protect that time more than you would a client meeting. For me, that meant carving out focus time in the afternoon when my energy was the highest. I wasn't trying to force myself into waking up at 5 a.m. like some productivity guru and taking cold bath plunge, whatever. I was working, and I would continue to work with my natural rhythms. I am a night person. I am much better in the afternoon than the morning. So I started by dedicating an hour a week for my own visibility work. That's it. No client calls, no deliverables. I just focused time on myself for that time period. And it gradually started to take more time as I started to do more and write more in-depth blog posts and wanting to do it all at once versus spread it out throughout the week. I love using batch creation time to get stuff done. It's about finding what works for you and being intentionally visible in all the right places. I've seen it work for my own clients in my own business, and it's happening again in this iteration of my business as I'm taking my own advice. And here's where it starts. It starts by you deciding that your brand and your business are a priority, and then do one thing to take action. Lie number 2, I'll show up when I can do it perfectly. Oof. This was the sneakiest lie because it masqueraded as high standards. I would tell myself I needed the perfect home office, for example, the perfect backdrop, the perfect lighting, the perfect script. And then it was that I needed better equipment, microphone, lights. Meanwhile, Other marketers with a minute of experience were showing up imperfectly and consistently and sharing as they learned things and building their audience, while I was over here trying to figure out what I could do and what I could put back here on the wall behind me. It's embarrassing. Here's what actually broke me of this pattern. Honestly, it was live video. Discovering the power of live video, Ecamm, and the tools I can use took the pressure off me because no one expects live video to be perfect. It gave me permission to be real, and that changed everything for me. In fact, the second live video that I ever did was far from perfect. I was sitting at a card table in my living room because that background was better and lighting was better, and my laptop was on a stack of books so the camera could be at eye level so I could talk to you. It was not polished. Every time I hit the table, the camera would shake. But that imperfect video that had no editing generated more than $25,000 in my business over 3 years. Not because it was perfect, but because it was authentic, valuable, and I shared information that no one else was talking about. That's when I started teaching the B+ rule to my procrastinating perfectionist clients and students. When your content hits B+, ship it. And here's why. Viewers connect more with authenticity than perfection. Consistent B or B+ content, even sometimes the off-the-cuff C content, outperforms one random and perfect post that you release every few months when you feel good about it. You build momentum that people stuck with the pressure to be perfect never experience, because you are taking action. And the truth is, waiting to be perfect means waiting forever. And your expertise is far too valuable to keep hidden while you chase an impossible standard. Lie number 3. It's all been said before. Isn't this just obvious to everyone? I once took a public speaking class. It was very hard for me from the public speaking standpoint, if you can believe that. However, getting up and telling people a story made the speaking part of it easier. It wasn't until I heard the feedback from others that I realized that not everyone can tell a good story. And that was the first realization that the things that I take for granted that are easy for me is not the same for everybody. I was so close to my knowledge and to my expertise that I couldn't see its value anymore. What's obvious to you after 20 years of experience is exactly what others are struggling to figure out. That same expertise that makes things feel obvious to you is exactly why others need to hear from you. Your ability to break down complex ideas, to see patterns, to know what actually works, and what to watch out for, that comes from years of experience that most people don't have. Just because something's been said before doesn't mean it's been heard. And just because it's obvious to you doesn't mean it's obvious to everyone else. Your perspective and your expertise matter precisely because you know how to make the complex ideas feel clear, and because you have more insights and experience and patterns of success. So what finally snapped me out of these lies? What made me realize, holy crap, I keep doing these things that I tell people not to? It was looking at my own business and looking at the data. When I looked at the most successful periods of my business, the pattern was clear. Consistent visibility and adding value led to consistent opportunities every single time. So here's what I'm doing differently now, right? First, I'm showing up consistently, not perfectly, delivering regularly, sharing what I know and what I'm doing. Second, I'm working more with my natural rhythms. Rather than trying to force things, I'm batching content, guarding those hours, and making myself a priority. I'm now adding systems that make it easier for myself and my future team. I'm also setting more realistic expectations for myself. But most importantly, I'm focusing on progress, not perfection. Instead of obsessing over vanity metrics like followers, subscribers, likes, I'm tracking one thing. I'm tracking my consistency. Each month, I'm documenting the answers to 3 questions. Am I showing up regularly? Am I adding value? Am I taking my own advice? If you're relatively new, pick one platform you enjoy being on, share 3 or more valuable insights each week. They don't have to be perfect, and build from there. The advice I'm actually taking, I have 2 primary social media platforms, creating valuable content, repurposing as it makes sense. So if you are telling yourself it's all been said before, remember, your expertise deserves to be seen. Your voice needs to be heard, and the people who need what you have to offer deserve to find you. And if you are ready to figure out what's really holding you back, go and take my visibility resistance quiz. The link is in the description. It'll help you identify exactly what patterns are keeping you stuck and how to start moving out of them so that you can take action as well. As always, like and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss any episodes of the Expert Growth Diaries. And comment below if you've ever caught yourself saying, it's all been said before. I have to wait till this is perfect. I'm too busy. This is the Expert Growth Diaries. I'm Kendra Losee, and I'm finally taking my own damn advice. And I hope you'll join me.